Hello students, welcome to Notebook. Today we will learn about our country's law and how the government enforces these laws to protect its citizens. According to the law of the country, it is illegal to deny workers the wages they deserve. The current Indian government is revamping its minimum wage laws for the benefit of the workers. The Labour Ministry has, however, stated that the minimum wage will vary across the country. The minimum wage level will also be assessed and revised every 5 years by the government. This law is meant not only to protect the workers but also to protect the interests of the producers and the consumers in the market. Don't you think it is equally important to enforce laws rather than just creating it? The government must enforce laws in order to protect the weak employees from the employers who exploit them by paying low wages, to ensure that every worker gets at least the minimum wages, to regulate the activities of private companies and individuals and ensure social justice, to ensure that workers get minimum wage and that they are not under duress. The Constitution of India states that no child below the age of 14 years shall be employed to work in any factory or mines or engaged in any other hazardous employment. Do you know that according to the 2011 census, around 4 million children in India between the ages 5 to 14 years work in various hazardous occupations? The Parliament has amended the Child Labour Prohibition and Regulation Act 1986, prohibiting the employment of children below the age of 14 years in all occupations and of the adolescents between the age 14 to 18 years in hazardous jobs. Violators can be jailed for up to 2 years or fined up to Rs 50,000. But do these laws address the concerns of the social justice prevailing in our country? On the night of December 2, 1984, a leak of methyl isocyanate gas happened from the Union Carbide India Limited pesticide plant in Bhopal. In the following legal battle, the government represented the victims in a civil case against the company. While it filed $3 billion as compensation in 1985, the company accepted to give $470 million in 1989. The survivors appealed against the settlement, but the Supreme Court ruled that the settlement amount would stand. The average amount given to the families was a meager $2,200. But why did the Union Carbide set up their plant in India? Firstly, cheap labor. Companies have to pay much higher wages to workers in their native countries. Secondly, these companies could make the workers work for long hours. Thirdly, overheads such as housing facilities for the workers are non-existent. Fourthly, the absence of rules meant that workers could be easily replaced. The Union Carbide plant used malfunctioning devices in the factory. The work crew in the MIC plant was cut in half from 12 to 6 workers. The safety training program was reduced from 6 months to 15 days, and the post of night shift for the workers working in the plant was also made redundant. There are employers who still ignore the safety measures in the workplace. Considering the current global scenario of unemployment, workers are even willing to work in such unsafe conditions. This is where the enforcement of safety laws come into existence. The Government of India has been working tirelessly to ensure this. Some of the new laws imposed by the Government of India ensures that any person or organization polluting the environment will be held accountable, that the right to enjoyment of pollution-free water and air is included in the right to life. With this, we come to the end of this lesson. See you soon in our recap and question and answer videos. Goodbye.